Hi everyone, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Liam. Welcome back to Marin English Lab, the channel where you improve your English through real-life conversations.
In today's lesson, we're going to talk about one of everyone's favorite topics, food.
You'll learn how to talk about different cuisines, describe food you like or dislike, explain your cooking habits, and even give step-by-step cooking instructions, all in natural, everyday English.
Don't forget to turn on English subtitles if you need them. You can click the CC button on your screen or turn them on in your phone settings. So Liam, let me start with a simple question. What kind of food do you like?
Honestly, I like a bit of everything. I grew up in the UK, and food there is very international. You can find dishes from all over the world.
That's true. British food isn't just fish and chips anymore.
Exactly. My mom's cooking is actually a mix of different cuisines, a bit of Italian, some Indian spices, sometimes even French-style dishes.
So what would you say British cuisine is like?
There are a few traditional dishes like shepherd's pie or a Sunday roast, but in daily life, most people eat food from many cultures.
That sounds similar to my experience. I'm half Spanish, so growing up, we ate a lot of Mediterranean food at home, fresh vegetables, seafood, olive oil.
Now you live in Berlin, right?
Yes, and it's very cosmopolitan. You can find food from almost anywhere, just like in the UK.
I haven't tried much Spanish food. Is it similar to Italian food?
In some ways, yes. Both use fresh ingredients and a lot of seafood and salads. But pasta isn't as common in Spanish cooking.
What Spanish dish would you recommend?
Paella is the most famous one, but my personal favorite is albondigas, meatballs and tomato sauce. Simple, but incredibly tasty.
Quick question for our viewers. Do you know the difference between cuisine, dish, and meal?
Let's break it down. Cuisine refers to the cooking style of a country or culture, for example, Vietnamese cuisine or French cuisine. A dish is a specific prepared food, usually made from several ingredients. A meal is food eaten at a particular time of day, breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
English learners often mix these up, so be careful.
When you talk about food, try to be specific. Don't just say, Vietnamese food is delicious.
Instead, explain why. For example, Vietnamese food is delicious because it uses fresh herbs and balanced flavors, and it's not too heavy. Alright, Olivia, be honest. How was the dish I cooked yesterday?
Well, let's start with the meat. You didn't cook it long enough. It was tough and chewy.
But I cooked it for 2 hours.
You also need to check if it's tender. And the vegetables were overcooked, they were mushy. They should be fresh and crunchy.
Ouch! What about the sauce?
Not bad, but a little bland. It needed more spice or acidity.
Okay, now I'm scared to ask about the dessert.
Actually, the dessert was amazing. The tart was crumbly but not dry, and the fruit gave it a nice tangy flavor.
To describe food, you can talk about flavor, spicy, sweet, sour, bitter, rich, bland. Texture, mushy, tough, chewy, tender, crunchy, crumbly.
Remember, delicious is a strong adjective. Don't say very delicious. Say really delicious or absolutely delicious. Do you cook much, Liam?
Not really. Maybe once or twice a week. I'm usually too busy.
So what do you eat?
Lunch at the canteen at work, and in the evening I either buy something from the supermarket or get a takeaway.
I cook more often. I usually cook a lot on Sunday, then eat leftovers during the week. It saves time and money.
That's smart. I always end up eating greasy fast food and feeling terrible afterward.
Before we move on, let's quickly explain some key words you heard in the conversation.
Yes, these words are very common in daily English, but many learners get confused by them.
First, canteen. A canteen is like a restaurant, but it's usually inside a company, a factory, or a school.
The food is normally quite cheap, and sometimes it's even free for staff or students. So when I say, I eat in the canteen at work, I mean I eat there during my lunch break.
Next, takeaway. A takeaway is food you buy from a restaurant but don't eat there.
Exactly. You take it home or eat it somewhere else. For example, I was too tired to cook, so I got a takeaway.
Now, packed lunch. This means food that you prepare at home and bring with you to work or school.
It's usually sandwiches, rice, or leftovers from dinner. So you could say, I take a packed lunch to save money.
And finally, leftovers. Leftovers are extra food that you didn't finish in one meal.
You keep them and eat them later, maybe the next day. For example, I cooked too much last night, so I'm eating leftovers today.
These words are extremely useful when you talk about cooking and eating habits.
Try to use them in your own sentences, it will make your English sound much more natural. Let's imagine we're cooking together. What do we do first?
First, fry the aubergine and potatoes. While you do that, I'll prepare the meat.
How?
Sauté the onion and garlic, add the meat to brown it, then add tomatoes and simmer until the sauce thickens.
And the white sauce?
Butter, flour, and milk, but add the milk slowly and stir constantly so it doesn't get lumpy.
Finally?
Layer everything, sprinkle grated cheese on top, and bake it until golden brown.
Congratulations, you've made your first moussaka, a traditional Greek dish.
Now it's your turn.
Think about a dish you know how to cook. Try to explain every step clearly, as if you're teaching someone.
You can say your answer out loud or write it in the comments below.
Thanks for watching Marin English Lab.
See you next time.